Hey everybody, this is Melina from ScrapBookingWithMe.com and Me Crafty Scrapper here on YouTube and Instagram and over on Facebook at Me Crafty Scrapper Creates. And today is a Tuesday that I am recording this video, so we are making tags. It's Tag Tuesday, and today is stenciled, stamped, splattered, and stitched tags. So 4 S's: stenciled, stamped, splattered, stitched. And I'm making mine pretty neutral because I need that. I need some neutral tags in my stash. So this is what I have created so far. And I will show you how I made these. Very easy. You don't need scrapbook paper. You don't need scraps, really. You just need some neutral colored cardstock. Or if you have neutral colored paperweight paper, then you can just double it over, glue it together, and you've got yourself a piece of cardstock. Then just cut it down to size. I want you to become a subscriber here. I want you to enjoy the videos that I put out. I want you to love the paper crafting projects, and I want you to recreate the paper crafting projects. What I do not want here on my channel, just going to give this disclaimer right now because I've had quite a few nastiness in the comment section lately, and I don't know where the trolls are coming from, but I've banned them, the ones that have shown up, and I'll continue to ban them as they show up. There's enough drama and meanness and nastiness in this world. It will not be here on my channel. I don't do the drama. I don't do the nastiness. I don't do the backbiting. I don't do the meanness. I don't do the belittling and the degrading. Okay, I've got a rant going right now, and if you don't want to listen to that, that's fine. I'm not talking to all of my faithfuls. Y'all are my people. Y'all would never do what I'm about to say, but I am addressing the meanies out there, okay? You will be banned. If you don't like the way my hands look, you don't leave a comment. You don't have to leave a comment about that. If you don't like the project that I'm making in my video, just move on. You don't have to comment about that. You don't have to tell me how you don't like this, or you don't like this, or you don't like this, or you don't like my desk, or you don't have to tell me about that. Just move on. Just scroll on. I don't need your comment. So just letting you know, because the meanies out there, if you comment and all it is belittling, degrading, telling me how ugly my hands are, telling me how ugly my project is, telling me I need to stop making videos, telling me you don't know how in the world I have that many subscribers because my stuff is crap. Bye. You'll be banned. There's no sense in that. There's no need in your comment, and I won't put up with it. Okay? All right. We got that taken care of in the very beginning of this video. Now my blood pressure, I'll breathe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're good. And I'm just wanting to tell all of my faithfuls none of that was for y'all. I have 2 or 3 a week that I have to delete and ban. And I don't know where they're all coming from, but they can go kick rocks because I'm not dealing with that mess anymore. I'm not responding to them. I'm just deleting and banning them. They'll never see my ugly hands again. They'll never see my ugly videos again that they don't like because they gone. Anyway, how are y'all? I love y'all so much. I don't like ugly comments. I don't like belittling people. Those kind of people are... Jesus will take care of them. We're good. All right, now, this was just some plain kind of dark craft cardstock that I cut down. Here's some gray. It's faded on this end. I'll never use all of that. So I'm going to cut this down to the size that I want. And we're looking at about 6 inches, and then I'm going to cut it at 2 3/4 inches. So 6 inches by 2 3/4 inches. That's just a kind of standard size tag in my eyes, what I would make. So I'm going to cut a few more bases just like this. I've got some blue. I actually have some vellum I thought I could put on top of one of these. And then I have this beautiful paper that was sent to me. Look at those designs on that paper. So I think I will cut a couple of those. I got another gray, I got a light blue, and then I have some more of that same color cardstock there. So I will cut a few more bases and be right back with you. All right, so we have our bases cut, and I'm going to use my diagonal punch. They finally have these back in stock with our supplier, and we had a bunch of them, and you guys bought us out, so we have more coming. I love this diagonal punch, and you don't even have to think about your tag corners. It just punches them for you. Love this thing. This is my only short one. I didn't have enough length in the light blue to make a full, I think I'm going to do it this way, to make a full 2 3/4 by 6 inch tag like all the rest of them. And then I'm going to do this, and I'm going to put a little piece of vellum over the top of that one. And let's see, I need to go ahead and clip these two so that I can have a little matte piece of vellum there. I like that. Cute. Alright, we're going to stamp on top of that vellum on that one. The rest of them are going to get stamped on the actual piece, but first what we do is stencil. After we get all of our bases done, got all of these ready, and we're going to stencil on these. So this one will probably not need a lot of stenciling. I mean, hello, it's beautiful as is. And then we might do some background stenciling on this, but I want to do a little bit of stenciling on that too. Now, I have these 3 stencils. I have the bubble stencil from Tim Holtz, and then this kind of wonky circle stencil from Tim Holtz. It doesn't have what the name of that one is. And then I have the little viewfinder stencil, and I'm thinking just to have something different on those, I will do on this one the viewfinder, and I'm using walnut stain on this one, and I'm just going to hold it firm and start stenciling. Just going around and around and making sure I'm getting all the surface that I want covered. And you can also put this down with some washi tape if you want to, if you don't want to hold it yourself and get your fingers all inky. Look at there. I love that. Just a little something different. And then this is the stencil that I used on those, and I just kind of turned it in odd ways using the walnut stain again, and just stenciled all the way down wherever I wanted it. And then you can tap, 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 or you can swirl, however you want to get that on there. Oh, I love that. Very pretty. Okay, this one, I might just put just a few little circles down here, just across, to give myself another little pattern there. I'm good with that. And let's do some circles on this one. Oh, I love how that looks. But when I put the vellum on top, you can't see it at all. So I'm going to trade out my 2 bases. I will use that as another tag, and I will just, yeah. I'm just going to do the stencil on the vellum. Just a little bit. Oh yeah, love that. Pretty. Okay, and then big circles on one of the gray ones, and then I'll do off to the edge the big circles again on that one. Maybe off this way. I think I want to do kind of a full length on this gray one. That's cute, kind of like giraffe circles, giraffe spots. Very cute. And then just off the edge, bottom edge here on this one. Just a little bit. Okay, love that. Okay, so there is the first S. There is our stencil. Now let's do our stamp. And I have my stamp block. I have just a couple of stamp sets. This one is the Tim Holtz Papillon. And then I also have the Tim Holtz Botanical Collage that I'll be using. And this is the moths or butterflies or whatever, the whole lineup. And I'm using some archival ink. I have the Brilliance just because that's what's in my stash. And I'm going to ink up the stamp like this. When you have a bigger image stamp, it's just easier for me to turn it over and put the stamp pad to it instead of putting it to the stamp pad. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and stamp that on this vellum. And you need to do it quickly before your ink dries that you've stamped on there. Pretty. Oh my goodness, I love that. That is just gorgeous as is. But then on top of my blue base, so pretty. I love it. I love it. Okay, let's see here. I think one more I want to do this butterfly stamp on, and then the others I will go in with that botanical collage. Okay, ink it up again. And let's figure out, okay, I think I'm going to do it on that one because these others are mostly florals, and that's already got florals in the background of it. So I'll stamp on that one. As close to middle as possible. Press around a little bit, but try not to rock it back and forth, because if you have any lines on the edge of your stamp that had ink on it, those lines will get on your project. Cute. Love it. Now that's going to be a thin tag. If I want to, I can put some more coffee dyed paper on this side and make it thicker. I'm not worried about that right at this moment. Okay, then do as I teach, not as I do. You need to clean off your stamps immediately after you get done inking them and done using them. I, of course, for the sake of getting this video done, am not going to do that, and then later on I will be upset that I didn't, because I'll have black ink that will not come off of my stamp. You know, then I'll be like, I can't believe I didn't do that. Why didn't I do that? It was all nice and clean like this one, and now it's not. Oh well. There are worse things in this world. You know, like hateful people in the comment section. No, even that's not a big deal. I love that YouTube has a delete and ban option. That's just like the healthiest thing and the easiest thing for me to do. You're gone. Don't we wish that unhealthy relationships in real life could be gone that easily? Oh, man. Okay, I got that one a little sideways, but I had to get it fit on there, so it went a little sideways on me, but I don't care. It's fine. Okay, and then let's do this one. This one actually has a butterfly on it and not floral, so we're good. Let's ink this one up. I'm going to go down closer to the bottom on this one, since it's a little shorter. Oh, that's so pretty. Love that. Okay, let's get these last 3 stamped, and that'll be our second S of this project. All right, last one. Stamping. These are also pretty already. We could stop here, put a topper on, and we're good to go. But of course, y'all know me. The ones that have been here and know me, I'm extra. So we're going to do some extra stuff. Okay, so for the toppers, like I did on these, I'm going to use this muslin material. And I've just cut a strip, or torn a strip of it, and I'm folding it over just ever how big I want the tab at the top. So there's how I'm making my tabs. Just fold it over, figure out how tall I want the tab, and there you go. And there are my tabs cut. We're not going to put those on just yet. But I wanted to show you. Look at them, how pretty. So I did these two the same floral stamp as this one. And then we have this one with the vellum on top and the inking back behind it. This one, there's the inking. I think I want to add just a little bit more here to this side. It just needs a little something extra. There I go, being extra. Like that. Oh, I love it. Cute. Okay, and then we have this one with the viewfinder look. And then this one. Love it. Now I'm going to ink the edges of all of them. And I do believe I'm just going to go in with the walnut stain and ink all the edges. I'm also going to ink the backs because we'll use the backs as a journaling space when we put these in our journals or on our scrapbook pages or in our planners, wherever we are going to put them. Alright, then after you get all of them inked around the edge, if you want to do that, then go ahead and put on your tabs at the top, whatever tab you're using, or if you're going to put a topper on, like with the hole and then trim, go ahead and do that. And I'm putting just a little bit of fabric glue at the top on both sides of mine, just to put my topper on to have it secure, because then I'm going to stitch over the top of it, I almost said them, over the top of it, and So you don't need that much glue, you just need some to keep it secure on there. And then of course your sewing machine doesn't like adhesive, so what I do is just put just a little bit there, maybe what is that, 1/4 of an inch, and then I put another little, and then just put another 1/4 of an inch there, and that keeps it up so that you have a tab on top of them. I'm going to do that to the rest of these. And on this one, I'm just putting a dot of glue in the corners of the vellum. I'm going to put that on top where I want it. Then there'll be some stitching that catches the rest of it, so I'm not worried about getting every piece. And once that dries, it'll dry clear, and hopefully we won't have any issues with seeing those dots of glue through the front. And then I'm going to put the topper on this one. Now out of these, I mean I love all of them, but out of these I love how that walnut stain looks on that baby blue cardstock. That's just so pretty to me. Anyway, now it's time for stitching. Now you do whatever kind of stitching you want. You can do the zigzag, you can do straight, you can do a zigzag and then straight, and then zigzag and then straight, whatever. But now is the third S of our tags today, and that is stitching. Right, and there you have my sewing done on all of my tags. And then we are going, I've got my messy mat up here because we're going to do some splattering. I'm going to do just minimal splattering on this one. So let's go ahead and get that one splattered so it can be drying. I'm going to cut off some of my strings. I'll get all of those cut down to where I want them later. I'm using the Vintage Photo Oxide and the Picket Fence. And I'm just going to do a few little drops around on it with both, and let it start drying. I just love splatters. If you don't like the splatters, if you want to finish up with sewing, go for it. That will be fine. It will be gorgeous. Any way you decide to do it. Then I'm going to line up all of these together as close as I can, and we can do all the splattering all at once. So here we go, like this. Don't let any of them overlap, because then you'll have an absence of color somewhere, and you don't want that. Okay, scooch, 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 scooch. Okay, now we'll go in. Let's do the Vintage Photo first. I don't really know why, but I just like doing the darker color splatter first before I do the white. And the white is really going to show up on these darker tags. So this Vintage Photo probably won't be able to be seen much on the darker ones right now. They'll show up a little later after the oxidation starts. Ain't that pretty on that light blue? Very, very pretty. I'm going to get my messy rag and just kind of wipe this off my mat as quickly as possible, because my clear / gray mat tends to stain very easily. Okay, now look at the white, how it brings out those darker colors. Very pretty. I'm going to do just a few large ones on the vellum, and then get some more on here, and then a few on the blue, not many. Okay, I think I need a few more on this dark blue, the navy. Oh yeah, pretty. Let's do a couple more there and a couple more there on those. And then I'm going to get, I'm impatient, so I'm going to get my heat tool and I'm going to dry these, and I'll be back to show you the finished product. So here are my finished tags, and as you can tell, the dark navy, you can barely see what's been done. You can still see it, it's just darker, so it's a great neutral. But if you're wanting to get a little bit more vibrant of a look, use a lighter color base. That one is just gorgeous to me. I love that. I didn't dry all of the vellum because I didn't want it to start puckering up. So I've still got some wet splatters on that one, but I love how that one turned out. This one is just the kind of premium copy paper designed. So it's rather thin, but I can add something to the back if I want to. These are my two originals here. And then here's that third one with that same cardstock base. Those are a little still wet there. I love that one. I love how the viewfinder stencil looks on that one. And then here is the dark kind of charcoal gray look. I love those. So anyway, stenciled, stamped, splattered, and stitched tags today in today's Tag Tuesday video. Y'all have a great day. God bless. I will see you in the next video. Remember, guys, be kind to each other. Be good. Be sweet. No drama. We don't need any drama mamas out there. Love y'all. Bye.